of Carmel Convent Senior Secondary School are here to tell you about today's importance in world history. That is 18th April, the International Day of Monuments and Sites, also known as World Heritage Day. And so I, Mansi Pare, is here to tell you about one such World Heritage Site, that is Petra in Jordan. Petra, originally known to its inhabitants as Rakmu, is an historical, archaeological city in southern Jordan. Petra also carries a name called Rose City, which is due to the stone color on which it is carved out. Petra is believed to be settled in 9000 BC and in 4th century became the capital city of the Nabatean kingdom. The Nabateans were the Arabic nomads who came to settle in Petra and establish trade routes. It also established Petra as the major regional trading hub. Petra was flourished in 1st century AD when the most famous Khanzane structure was founded. Khanzane was believed to be the mausoleum of one of the Nabatean kings. In the due course of 1st century AD, the Nabatean kingdom became the Roman Empire state client, and in 106 AD, it lost its independence. Then from Roman Empire to Byzantine era, and by the early Islamic era, it became abandoned and remaining undiscovered for years. For years, it was finally discovered in 1812 by Johann Ludwig Burckhardt. And by UNESCO, it was considered the World Heritage Site in 1985, and since then it has been a spectacular monument of the World Heritage Site. Also, UNESCO considered Petra as one of the most popular cultural properties of the man's cultural heritage. Thank you.
जब भी दुनिया में मोहब्बत वालों का जिक्र किया जाता है, तब ताजमहल का नाम जरूर लिया जाता है। हैरत अंगेज अजूबा है ताजमहल, इसलिए 7 अजूबों में शुमार किया जाता है। इसकी दास्तां से बहुत लोग वाकिफ हैं। प्रेम का प्रतीक, मोहब्बत की मिसाल है ताजमहल। ताजमहल, द एपिटोम ऑफ लव, was aptly described by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Tajmahal rises above the bank of river like a solitary tear suspended on the cheek of time. Taj Mahal was built on 17th century by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Taj Mahal is an ultimate beauty of India which is adored by the worldwide tourist. It is located in the city of Agra, Uttar Pradesh, on the bank of river Yamuna. Taj Mahal has been marked as UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is designed so beautifully by the mixture of Indian Islamic ideas. Shah Jahan, who proved emperor to be shorter than a lover, who converted grave into a temple, who gave his beloved a place of God, and who converted love into prayer.
Here I go with one of the most important World Heritage Site, Machu Picchu. Shrouded with a mist, surrounded by lush vegetation and steep escarpment. The sprawling Inca citadel of Machu Picchu lives up to every expectations. In a spectacular location, this was the famous archaeological site on the continent. When explorer Hiram Bingham III encountered Machu in 1911, this was a hidden city of Peru. The citadel is the most protected area due to its enormous natural and cultural attraction it has. It is the mysterious nature which attracts tourists and researchers. This shows the technical skills of Peru. Lastly, due to its all significance, Machu Picchu voted for one of the 7 wonders of the world. Thank you.
The Roman Colosseum is perhaps the most famous ancient landmark in the world among the 7 wonders, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater. The Colosseum was the host to thousands of gladiatorial, that is, intense shows, mock naval battles, executions, and animal hunts. Today, the Colosseum still stands in the center of Rome, Italy. However, not quite as it used to be. Still today, the Roman Colosseum is a large tourist attraction. Thousands of tourists all around the world still come to see the marveled arena. The Roman Colosseum has a rich history and remains a possession of the Roman citizens. Construction of the Colosseum was initiated by Roman Emperor Vespasian around 70 AD. Vespasian named the Colosseum after the Colossus of Nero. The floor of the arena was made of concrete, sand covered with during games. Sometimes the sand was dyed red just to resemble blood. During sunny days, a gigantic awning would be suspended to give shade to the spectators. Games were not focused by the state but a public sponsor. During Roman festivals, games take place very often only during a time of year. The Ludus Magnus was the largest school connected to the Colosseum by a underground tunnel. Publius Ostorius, a famous gladiator, that is, a man who fought against another man, lived in Pompeii, surrounded all 51 of battles. Some women even volunteered to forget gladiators. However, they were banned from fighting by Emperor Severus in 200 AD. Over time, the Colosseum has suffered several natural disasters. Many earthquakes and fires have caused parts of the Colosseum to collapse. Well, that's all from my side. Thank you for lending me your ears so patiently.
Christ the Redeemer. Christ the Redeemer is a colossal statue of Jesus Christ at the summit of Mount Corcovado, Rio de Janeiro, southeast Brazil. It was completed in 1931 and stands 30-meter height. Its horizontally outstretched arms spanning 28 meters. It is in a mosaic of thousands of triangular soapstone tiles. It sits on a square stone pedestal, 8 meters high. The statue is the largest art decor style sculpture of the world and one of the most remembering and recognizing landscape of Rio de Janeiro. Christ the Redeemer is a symbol of Christianity all across the world. It also signifies peace all around the world. The open arms of Jesus signifies peace, equality and unity. Thank you.
There in the mist, enormous, majestic, silent and terrible, stood the Great Wall of China. Solitarily, with the indifference of nature herself, it crept to the mountainside and slipped down to the depth of the valley. These were the words which were uttered by William Morgan. The Great Wall of China is the longest wall and the biggest ancient architecture to be ever created. It consists the stunning area of scenery expanding from the area of the beaches of Qinhuangdao to the mountains of Beijing to the desert in between the long range of the mountains. It is a series of fortifications made up of stone, brick, stamped earth and other materials as well. While some part of the walls were built in the early 7th century, the later part of the walls were then joined together. The most well-known part of the walls were built by the Ming dynasty, which ruled China from 1368 to 1644. The purposes of the Great Wall have included tower defense, border control, implication of duties on goods and services which traveled along the Silk routes, regulation and encouragement of trade. Then you will be glad to know that this Great Wall has also served as the transportation corridor. It got even more enhanced after the construction of the watchtowers, troop barracks, garrison stations and signalling capabilities. This 2,300-year-old wall has been called the longest cemetery of the earth. Why so? Nearly 1 million people died while building this wall, and archaeologists have found human remains buried under the wall. It is also said that 1/3 part of the wall has been disappeared mysteriously without any trace. In December 1987, the Great Wall of China was placed in the World Heritage List by UNESCO. The conservation of heritage is very important because they not only provide us the identity but also tells us about the culture and traditions present in that particular area. Therefore, it is the duty of each and every citizen to protect our culture and heritage because they both together contribute towards the architectural heritage of an area. Thank you. So, on this auspicious occasion of Culture and Heritage Day, let us take an initiative to protect our heritage without waiting for someone else to take the initiative. A happy Heritage Day to all. So friends, if you enjoyed watching our video, then do like, share and subscribe the channel. Also tell your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.